Hello friends, hi, this is Raj here and I'm very excited to show you the demo for the dashboard in this video. And what you will see from the demo is how can you find what stocks you can buy today, what are the opportunities that exist, and you will see how this demo helps you. Okay, so let me share a bit about myself. My full name is Kamlesh Rajpal, and people you can call me Raj for short. I live in Singapore and I'm a avid stock market trader. So I actually have more than 10 years of experience in stock market trading, and I usually trade the US stock markets. I do options trading and stuff like that, and I also teach this in Singapore. So I'm a very active teacher who teaches stock market trading, options trading, and stuff like this. Now, when I started first to look towards India and I wanted to take part in the growth opportunity that India is and invest in Indian stock markets, the biggest problem was I couldn't find how to find a lot of stuff, right? So it's so easy to find for US, but when you come to India, to find the tickers itself was a huge challenge. So you can go to Economic Times and Money India and these kind of websites, but then they do not show you all information we as traders need in one place. All right, I want to see what is yesterday's price. Is there a gap up or a gap down since yesterday? I want to see in the last 52 weeks high and low. Is this more near the high or more near the low? What is the trend? Is it trending upwards or downwards in last 1 month, 1 week, 1 day? I want to see all of these things so that I can take a decision. And I don't want to see this against just one stock, right? I want to compare. So if I say pharmaceutical, I want to take the top four pharmaceutical companies and compare them. So I definitely need them in one place. Now I can't go screen to screen, screen to screen, click next, click previous. By the time I reach the fourth stock, I forgot everything I saw about the first stock. And when we are trading, guys, we don't have time. Okay, we are so packed for time. The first 45 minutes is the time in the stock market when you make the most amount of money, right? Whether it's Indian stock market or US stock market. So you really have to look at all these parameters very fast. The PE ratios, the PV ratios, and understand that is this a good buy today, right? Stock market earning in stock market or profits in stock market, like I have been profitable in the past few years. My first 7 8 years I lost a ton of money. Okay. So this is very common, right? You are also losing. I have also lost. And these are the tuition fees, right? We did degrees, we did diplomas, we paid tuition fees for that. In stock market, the input is money, the output is money, the tuition fee is also money, right? So it's all right if any of you are losing money right now and you are disheartened or you feel that no, you are not able to make it. I want to tell you guys from my experience, 7 8 years I lost money non-stop, and big amounts. Okay, so I was on an IT job. I'm from IT background. I keep pumping money inside, and then I keep learning, right? So you carry on that learning, and if you can find a good coach, a good mentor, that'll be awesome, because that shortcuts your journey, right? He quickly tells you what you should not do and what you should do and what should you look at. Take a decision, go, and then next talk same, next talk same. So that's the advantage of a mentor. I mean, if we can today, we can even learn from YouTube and stuff like this, right? But what happens in YouTube is information is all over the place. A lot of accent of these people, we cannot understand what they're talking. We don't even get the idea of why he made this video. What does he want from us? Many times it just looks like they want us to subscribe, or the whole world wants us to subscribe, right? Whether we are in for it or not. So the beauty about nowadays is you have online classes and you have video coaching available and stuff like this. So I really would encourage people to try those things, because it works, right? Even I am recording videos for my advanced courses and all, because I think really helps, and then we can give those cheap rather than classroom classes. So okay, coming back to a topic, right? When I came to Indian markets, big problem. I couldn't find out of thousands of companies which ones I should buy, which ones are a good long-term investment, how do I do the fundamentals. So what I did, I started creating a dashboard, a Excel sheet, like the one I had for my US stocks. Now the one I have for my US stocks is even more detailed, and if anybody of you are doing US stocks, then you would love to get that from me. And then I made a brief one for Indian stocks, which can just tell me now which one should I buy right now, today, right? Within 10 minutes, tell me. So if today I am interested in two sectors, okay, IT and pharma, just tell me pharma and IT, show me the top 10, and from there you tell me which one I should buy. So that is the intention with which I have created this dashboard. And if this is what you're looking for, then this dashboard will help you, right? If you're looking for other things, a lot of technical analysis and this and that, and whether there's a cup and handle formation, whether there's a wedge formation, then this Excel sheet will not help you, right? If you are stuck at the problem number one, like a lot of people, like myself, right? Quickly show me enough details that I can decide whether I even want to buy this first today or no, right? Which one should I buy first? Which one makes the most sense to buy today, and then I can sell it in a couple of days, couple of weeks, and I can definitely make money, right? And then so I mentioned stock market, I told you, and then I last 8 years I'm operating full time, so I am not working any job anymore. I kind of quit IT, and I am more into investment. So I am helping people with property investment and stock investment in Singapore and other countries, right? Okay, so let me now let's go to the dashboard, and from there you will get a clear idea of when you buy this from me, what are you going to get, right? So I want you to know that before you put your money on something, because that's how I would like to do, so that you have the confidence that yes, you're getting the right resource, right? And I'm still in midst of creating a similar one for NSE, National Stock Exchange. I have created for BSE, for everything. So what I did is I just put in all the companies inside, for those sectors that make sense, right? So we have a lot of sectors. Now if you are really interested for me to pick up all the companies in a certain sector and create this thing and give it to you, and if you do not have uh, that sector in the current one that I'm going to show you, then for 2000 rupees I'll do that for you, right? So you just give me what sector you want. If you don't know what sectors are there, you just shoot me an email. I'll give you a whole list. You can choose I want sector blah 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 blah, and I'll create those sheets and give it to you for 2000 rupees per sector, where I'll include all the companies in that sector, right? Because sometimes I'm not interested in oil and gas when it comes to India, but you might be interested, right? So you'll see oil and gas is not included here. Okay, let's dive into the Excel sheet. So let's get started. Okay, so when I send you the demo, this is what you will be looking at. You will see something like this. Now what I've done is I have actually taken the BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, and I have taken the most useful categories out of there with respect to COVID-19, what opportunities this has given, and also in general the stocks that we are supposed to watch. So I started on this project preparing everything for myself, and I've been using it, and then I felt that this can be very useful for a lot of people, and that is where sharing this with you comes in. So for example, if you see, I have all these sectors: banks, foods, entertainment, airlines. So you see now during COVID, airline stocks have gone down, realty has gone down, pharma is a very good big opportunity, telecom is a cyclic stock. Healthcare supplies are very, very important due to COVID. IT consulting, software and internet service, software services, these remain on-demand domain. So what is Excel? What are the fields that you'll be getting? So when you get this, the first question is, why should I get this and how does it benefit me? So what I have done is I've extracted all the tickers already, right? So the entire exchange. And then I have sorted them by price. So you get the most expensive ones first, because the most expensive ones, as you know, they tend to move a lot. All right. So if you see this guy here, then he has moved by a cool 60 rupees, right, in a day. And he has changed by 19 rupees since the previous day. So that is, so it makes sense to sort them by price. Now you'll get this exactly as you are looking at it. And then this is the price open for today and yesterday's close price. So you can directly see whether it has gone up since yesterday or gone down. What's the PE ratio for the stock? So that tells you how expensive this is as compared to the actual value that it's supposed to be worth. And then today's high and low. So you can see the movement of the stock change since previous day, and the change in percentage. So it's like 1%, 2%, 6%. So this directly tells you, oh, this is 6% changed since yesterday, and this is plus 6, so it has gone up. So you can directly take a look at this, right? And then this is a 1-day chart. So this is the most important section. According to me, I feel that the most important section is this, where you can see the charts, 1-day chart. So this is today. So you can see that it actually went down and came up, and this is in the last 30 days. So you can see that which one, this is on a decline, this is on an upswing, these are on declines, this is on an upswing. So one look, you know straight away which stock is going in an upswing, and then you can quickly compare this with a 90 days chart and a 1-year chart, where you can see that in last 1 year these guys have fallen, right? So which means buying them makes sense now because they have fallen from their highs. So of course these are banks, and if you take good banks, then they are supposed to go up. Now when I say good banks, I don't really mean that banks are good, right? If you look at HDFC and stuff, Axis Bank, they are all in deep loans. So in that sense, they are in deep shit actually, but they won't go bankrupt. All right, the governments will save them, and it's exactly like how it happens in US, right? So the banking sector has to go on. People in India are paying 10-11% for housing loans, 7-8% for education loans and car loans. So it's a very healthy market as far as banks are concerned. They're leeching money out of people at a very high rate, and that keeps their profits up. And I really have no idea how do they go in a loss. Okay, I have an idea economically. I understand how they go in a loss, but they shouldn't be. Airlines and banks, logically speaking, they shouldn't be. Then when we do our fundamental analysis, we find out that these guys expanded too much too fast before they even earned substantial money, and that's why they are in a loss. So then this is a 52-week high and low. So you can see that, oh my god, this is 700 rupees cheaper than its high price. I think I'll remove this rupees here, like I've removed it here, so that we know it's all rupees. So we get some space, and then we have this 90 days volume. So you can get some idea here for certain type of stocks, and then this is volume in millions. How many millions of volume has happened? And the very interesting thing happens is when you come here, right? So that's the end of it. These are the only columns that I have pulled in, because these are the only ones that I am able to get real time. The rest I am able to get historical. So when it's historical, right, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But when it's real time as in it's updated in the last 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, then it makes a lot of sense. At the minimum, it's updated daily. Historical, then they are 1 month old and stuff like that. And as you know, we have to pay a lot of money for this data. So I am pulling in this data from sources where if we can still get real time and we don't need to pay a bomb. So this is the very interesting part. So you can see that the 52-week high and low is this. So that shows you, do you have any margin to earn or not? If this is 1007 and this is 1006, there's just 100 rupees, right? So you don't really have any margin to earn unless this crosses over its 52-week high, which, as you know, is not so easy, right? And then now today's market, it's even harder. So you come to this 52-week. So this is 26% lower than its 52-week. So here's what I do. I just scroll and I see, wow, this is nice. It's 61% lower than its 52-week high. And it is only 29% higher. So this is higher than the 52-week low. So that means the lowest the stock has gone. Right now it is 29% higher than the lowest. So the lowest of the stock was 366. So it's 30% higher than 366, right? So it has not really even come to 50%. So there is chance it will come up further and we'll get a chance to earn. And then you will see that this is AU Small Finance Bank. Now this is the beauty about this Excel sheet. In usual cases, we wouldn't even know about this kind of small bank or those that are not into heavy retail, right? So that is where we get some buying opportunity and understanding, and certain stickers are revealed to us, certain companies that we wouldn't even know. Then I go further and I see, oh, this is nice. It has recovered 50%. Volume is very high and it is on an uptrend overall, but it has still not come back to its high, right, in the 90-day. And then I can see that, okay, that is State Bank of India, right? So if you see the price price open and today's high and low, then you can see that for State Bank of India. Okay, so now I can't find it, right? So, or what I do is I do a Control F and then I look at SBI, right? Okay, that's how I find it. Control F. So this is 170 and 177. All right, so this is where we get some guess. Now this looks healthy to me. So yesterday's close was 267 and it has fallen to 250 now. So that's fantastic. That's like 17 rupees fall. That means I can easily this can easily recover by 7-8 rupees. And on 100 shares, that gives me about 700-800 rupees, right? So this is fantastic. Although in my normal head, I would never buy Bandhan Bank. But then when I look at this sheet, right, I'll go and buy. So I hope you get an idea of how this sheet is helping us. Let us go and look at some other sector for you to get. And what I've done, that I've put in a lot of hard work to prepare this. So you can see for foods, right, I have literally brought in everything available. All right, and if you understand foods, you see that now as things open up after Corona, post Corona, there will be a demand in food suppliers. So these are food suppliers, okay, those who supply to all the top restaurants and hotels and stuff like this, right? So their stocks will definitely go up, right? You can already see that they have been rising for some funny reason 3 months back, and then they have been rising in last 30 days, definitely, right? So this shows you straight off. This is the beauty of this. This is why I had prepared this in the first place. Then I have entertainment companies, which is like theaters, and nobody watched movie now and all this. And then you can see that oh wow, those that you believe in but have fallen a lot, then they have chance to go up once things open up. All right. Now, some way I have tried to do sparkline graphs everywhere, but then it actually shows some bar graph in certain places, and the red line here, or the red bar, shows the highest rise. Okay, now where you see this NA, right? So all of the data we are not able to pull it from the source. So when source does not give a certain data for whatever reason, then it will show you a NA, right? So sometimes because this is refreshing every 2 minutes, let's say in the fourth refresh, he did not get any data. So he'll not wait there, otherwise he'll get stuck, right? So he'll just bring back the data and show nothing, okay? For certain stocks, they stop publishing those data for whatever reasons. So then you will see NA, so which is perfectly fine. Similarly, you can see that I can see a 1 year graph, but I can't see the most recent graph. That means there is not enough data to plot this, right? Which further is confirmed by percent change in previous day is 0. There's no change, right? So this is in cash entertainment. So I don't even know what it is. But if you go and look at this, then you'll understand that okay, there is no data, right? So they might even not be in business right now, right? Things like that. Okay, so this is all to it, and I have brought in realty sector, which is property. I brought in pharma, which is amazing. So pharma is fantastic, right? Pharma is something that can make a lot of money, and there are too many tickers in pharma. There are a lot of companies in pharma. So this is really wow. Actually, somebody just gives me pharma, right? And ask me to pay for it, I'll just go ahead, because there are so many of them. There are too many opportunities. And the beautiful thing is this: if you understand pharma sector, then a lot of pharma will now come up, right? A lot of pharma, a lot of medicines will be sold, and in the next 5 years, next 10 years, in the entire world, diseases will only go up, they won't come down. So in that sense, pharma will always be on a rise. So if you can get this kind of comparison where you see that, open versus close, and high and low, and in the last 90 days what's going on and stuff like this. For example, if I look at this, right, so this shows me that there is opportunity in this guy, because he's on the floor right now compared to his last time price, right? He's definitely in the floor, and then he has a big stop. The price is 2,300. So in that sense, when the stock is big, right, the fall is also big. All right, the fall of this is also big. So if you see today high and low, just the today high and low, you will see the difference is big. Yeah, about 100 rupees, All right. I hope you got an idea that this is what you are getting. And then I have telco, I have healthcare supplies, which is very important for COVID-19. I have everything under IT consulting and software, and then also internet services, because internet services are what are going to make money post corona, right? So this is what you get. And now the only thing here is that because of this being a Google sheet, and I want to keep updating this and stuff, it doesn't actually hold this header and this row here when you scroll, right, which is disturbing, which is not so nice. But however, this is a format that it gives me. Google Sheet doesn't, I have frozen it, but it still doesn't stop it. The only other mechanism for me is to give you the actual sheet. And once I give you the actual sheet, then you get my actual formulas and everything, and you can edit it and you can add content, right? Which also I am okay. So I'm releasing this with two prices. One is in this format, and one is the actual sheet with the formulas and everything, right? And then you can choose which one you want. All right. So I think this demo showed you how this sheet, what fields it is showing up, and how you can know from here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. When you see this kind of data, right, 565 is now below 200 rupees. I think there is nothing much to think already for this guy, right? It's 133% lower than its highest price, which means that, which one is it? Saregama, right? So at 431, now it's 431. Lowest was 185. So do you see we missed the opportunity? Damn. In the last 30 days, we missed this opportunity. It's a real damn, right? So what I will do is I'll actually go and put because I'm quite sure that there'll be a huge market fall coming up in the next couple of months. I'm very, very sure about this. So I will go and put up a notification, which will tell me the next time this guy goes below 400 rupees, right? Or below 300 rupees. So now it's 400 already. So below 350, below 325 is where I'd like to buy this kind of thing, right? So did you see how we directly spotted we missed the opportunity here, and then we right now have an opportunity in something like I would say like this guy. You see the graph shows it's falling for last 30 days, but there's not much of opportunity because the highest was 129, now is 120, right? So you really don't have a lot of opportunity. So this is where this field comes. I'm so sorry. This field comes in handy, where you can see something that has not risen a lot. So it's still 50%, 70% below its 52 high, 82% below. So beautiful, right? This is what we are supposed to buy. Shimaru Entertainment, right? This is what we're supposed to buy now, because it's just for 66 rupees. And the highest was 400. So this is crazy. And you definitely know Shimaru Entertainment is going to go high once things start up back, right? So I hope you understood this demo, and then you can now ask me if you have any other questions. Okay, so now let's come to the final part, pricing. So what is the worth of a sheet that can actually show you what stock to buy, give you a mechanism to do analysis, and choose from there, it's actually priceless because you can make a lot of money with this kind of sheet, right? So from personal experience, I'm telling you, this kind of dashboard, it can make you money. This is what I've been doing in the US for the past couple of years, and this is what I am doing in India now, right? Okay, so this sheet, you will get it with all the domains. I have practically put every stock that exists in BSE in that domain inside the sheet, right? So really it's done for you. It's a ready thing for you, right? Just start using it. And I really hope, cross fingers, that you make money out of this, because that's the whole game plan. That's the whole purpose, right? That you can analyze this. It becomes a tool that you use every day. Analyze from here, and with those mini graphs and with those figures, you can quickly have decision points, right? The most important stocks in BSE is already included, like I told you, and the price for this is 5,000. And what I'll be sharing with you is a view only version. That means you can see everything. You can go through like I showed you, and you can't download it, you can't print it, you can't edit it. So it's a view only version, right? We can completely use it. And then there is a fully editable version which you can download, you can print, you can modify, you can add your own clickers, you can delete the ones that you don't need, and you can see all my formulas, because in the view one you can't see my formulas. You can see all my formulas, you can use them for your own work, right? It's very hard for me to give a editable version because it has taken a few weeks for me to prepare all this. It's a lot of hard work, right? But I do understand that there will be some people like me. When I go out and buy this kind of resources, I really want control. I really want to be not looking at stocks that I don't need. I'm never going to buy, or those that are below a given price tag, or those that are below given market cap and stuff like this. And I would definitely like to add my own list and stuff like this. And hence, I'm making my editable version available to you for a very small price, for 8,000. Now anybody who has been in the stock market for a while, you know how fast we can lose 5,000, 8,000, this kind of money, right? And how many times. So on one trade we can lose this kind of money, right? So and then if you have been in options, then you know it's like, oh my god, right? This you get this for life, and then this resource is dirt cheap, I would say, because it's with you for life and you will continue to make money with this, right? Just let me know which version you will want, and I'll send you the payment link. And once you make the payment, I'll send you the sheet instantly. Right now there are a lot of people who have lost jobs because of the economy being bad. There is a lot of people who are coming into trading as a second source of income, and it would be very harsh of me to have such a valid, useful, beautiful resource, and then people don't buy it just because it's expensive to them, right? uh, Although it looks cheap to me. So I have actually put in a discount, and this discount is by no means the value of this, right? Because the value of this is really the price that you see right now. But I want a lot of people to be able to afford this so that it ups their game, right? So I have come up with a very special discount of 2,500 rupees. This 50% discount. But then I can't go and give this to 10,000 people. So for first 100 people, I'll actually give it at this price. As of now, around 20 people have bought in the last 1 week or so that I have started advertising this and sharing this with people, right? So I have about 80 more people to go at that price, and then I have to restore the price back to 5,000. All right. Now for the editable version, if you're looking for me to give a discount, that's like ouch. Okay, that's ouch. If you spend weeks and create something, and then you have to discount it at a throwaway price, you will know, also understand how difficult it is. However, I want to help people, right? I want to help you guys, and I know in trading there is a lot of people who are like me, because we are all like-minded. That's why we are in trading. So what happens in trading is you want stuff that you can download and edit and work on it. It's a piece of work for you, and then when you can modify it, you make money. So I if you can afford, and if you really think this is you, then you can go ahead and get it at 5,000 and be one of the first 50 buyers, right? I have just 3 people right now who has purchased at 5,000, and then I'm going to restore the price at 8,000 because it is already cheap even at 8,000, right? The minimum price for the entire thing editable, and it's like you just have the whole thing, and the minimum price is 10,000. Okay, so thanks a lot. I hope you have all the idea now, and this resource will really help you make money. God bless you. Thanks, and see you later. Bye.